Hey, 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 hey! And you are now tuned in to another great episode of Talk It Out. And I'm
Mhm.
your host, the one and only Chill. And I can't forget my co host, the lovely and incredible Miss DeVos out in Toronto, Canada. How
All
you
right.
doing, DeVos?
How are you? I'm very good today. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I am
You're
fantastic.
bothering about my jean jacket, people out there. So
Hey, but you know what?
as if Canadian and it's Black History Month that we don't wear jean jacket,
Right,
but
right,
we do
right,
up here.
right. Tell me about. Hey, it looks great on you.
Thank
It
you.
looks great on you.
Thank
What else can you say though? Everything is
you.
great on the boss. Hey, but hey, I got a great special guest today.
Okay.
Straight out of Indiana. The guy's been making a lot of great noise out here. He's a consistent artist. He listens. He's humble. I said, man, I gotta have you on the show. You've been doing so much. I would like to introduce to the world, Mr. Black Magic to the dirt.
Hey, black
Hey,
magic to the dirt. Hey,
Hey,
I'm gonna get his
hey,
ass
how you
hurt.
doing, my
Hey,
wow.
brother?
what's going on? What's going on, family? How everybody doing out there on this glorious
Oh,
Tuesday
oh
evening?
man, we are doing great. How you doing?
Hey, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed.
Blessed by
I'm
the
blessed to
best
be
compared to
alive.
the others. There's no contest, huh?
Hey, and with it being Black History Month, I had to represent. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
gotta represent
Yes,
at all times.
sir. Yes, sir. That's exactly where we at with it. That's
Yeah,
exactly where we at with it.
I'm good though.
Um, Man, it's just an honor to have you on the show today. We got so much to talk about.
All right, man. I'm an open
Um,
book. It's an honor to be here.
yes. I just wanted to get going here and kick it off with, let's just tell the people a little bit about who you are, where you're from, all of the good stuff, all the nitty gritty we could get out of the way that
Okay.
everybody will want to know.
All right, cool, man. Well, I'm gonna start off with my name because it has a significant meaning. It's not voodoo, it's not witchcraft. It has a meaning. Black represents strength and power. Magic represents something that's unbelievable. And when you put them together, you have a strong, powerful man with unbelievable talent. And it shall remain that way until I die, thus to the dirt. So black magic to the
Nice.
dirt.
Wow.
And
Right. I
thank
like
you, thank
that.
you.
I like
Yeah,
that.
Well,
yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that about your name too.
Yeah, because a lot of people when they hear
You
black
want like
magic,
black magic on them or something.
yeah,
Right.
they think voodoo, witchcraft. Oh, I had to. But no,
You get
it has a significance behind it. But I'm originally born and raised in Chicago. That's where I was born and I was raised, and that's where a lot of my musical influences come from. I'm an '80s baby, so I grew up listening to the Midwest. That was kind of like my upbringing. I grew up listening to all kind of music. You know what I mean? Because my family, they from Dallas, Texas. So my generation is from Chicago. So growing up, I grew up listening to a lot of the South, and then of course the East and the West. But then as I got older, I kind of got into the Midwest flow myself, like Twister, Do or Die, Crucial Conflict, Psychodrama, Shauna, Common, Bone Thugs and Harmony, Tech Nine, that whole Midwest flow. But at the time, I was just a fan. I was just an advocate, hip hop fan, and I was a fan of the culture, the fan of the style. I didn't realize until I moved to Indiana is when I realized the what I was a fan of was actually a part of me, something I can do myself. And so that's how I kind of got into the music. I was working with a buddy of mine and he was making beats, and I'm like, man, them beats is dope. And I was reciting a lot of you know, Twister and Bone Thugs lyrics, and they was like, man, bro, you dope. You can do that. I mean, I'm just a fan. And he was like, man, but if you can write your own music the way you spit other people's music, you'll be dope. And he gave me some instrumentals, and I started practicing, not knowing that it was all in me the whole time. And so it kind of became easy. And at first I was confused because I'm like, damn, I was just a fan. How did this become so easy? But then I started looking back, like I come from a musical family. My granddad used to sing. He was actually in a group in the late 60s, early 70s called the Festivals, and they would open up for Marvin Gaye, the Temptations, Teddy Pendergrass, the Four Tops. They opened up. And then my mom used to sing in the choir. So I come from a musical background, and I was always good at creative writing and poetry. So basically all those elements just came together. So when I took a stab at it myself, it fit like a glove, and it was on and popping ever since then. I had my little trials and tribulations on trying to find myself, you know what I'm saying? And that's where, I was at a party. It was funny. I was at a house party in like 2005, and I was rapping over this Every Day I'm Hustling instrumental with Rick Ross, and I started rapping my stuff. And there was a guy that was like, man, boy, you dope. Boy, you was coming at us with that magic. Boy, you walking around like you Black Magic. And we all started laughing. Ha ha. And I'm like, oh, Black Magic. I like that. And so once I started looking into what other people looked at as Black Magic, I said, oh, hold on. I don't want people to think I'm involved in those type of endeavors. So I had to think about the meaning behind a name, because a name is important, because a name is what represents you. So I want to represent who I was as a person, who I was as an individual, and more importantly, who I am as an artist. That's where Black Magic. Originally I was just going by Black Magic, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to add something. Different. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell the truth. When I was going through my like copyright and trademarking situations, I found that there was a guy in Atlanta named Black Magic. He just spelled his name differently. He spelled it with a J. He spelled magic with a J instead of a G. And I'm like, man, I ain't changing my name. So they was like, well, you can add something in front of it or add something behind it. That way you don't have to change your name. So I'm like, man, screw that. I'm Black Magic till I die. I'm gonna be Black. I was kind of talking trash because they was kind of teasing, like, oh, you gonna have to change your name. No, you change your name. I'm like, oh no, I ain't. I'm gonna be Black Magic to the wheels flow off, to the dirt. And it was like, oh, to the dirt. And I was okay. I said, I'm gonna spell it differently. It's Tudda, to the DIRT, dirt. And there you have it.
Nice. So Psychodrama, Triple Darkness, all of those guys, you could say they were your influences.
Most definitely.
Okay, that's just so funny. I was one of the concert promoters
Oh, okay.
for them back in the day. I worked with all those guys hand in hand, and snipers and all of them. I was a part of that whole movement.
Mm-hmm. Drama Award.
Yep. I was actually part of the Drama Award for quite a while.
Oh wow! See, I grew up. That's basically the genesis of how of my style.
I know I can hear it when you rap. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear the buck in you.
That's a huge compliment. I'll take that.
Yeah, I can hear it. So Buck, the boss, young Buck, he's a part of the group Psychodrama here in Chicago, and he's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's a lot of great talent, out here. It's just that business wise, things need to always be worked out,
Definitely.
as you should in the right way, Now, as far as your support system, your managers, your investors, your all of that good stuff. Tell us a little bit about how all that came about, and just give us a little rundown so that those out there looking to get into the business can have an idea and learn some lessons from what you've been through.
Okay, cool. Well, it started off with just me and my best friend, and then once we started moving around and I linked up with a guy named Dang Butter Franco, and we started something called Blue 23. It was like a rap group. It was like a squad or whatever, and we just stayed within the local area. But I had known Court DJ King Rob for about 10 years. I knew him as a promoter and as a DJ, and
We
sometimes we
had
would
him
work,
on the show.
huh?
Yeah, we had him on the show. Remember
Yeah,
Rob the
yeah,
Boss?
yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Core
which
DJ
one?
Rob.
What?
Core DJ Rob.
Yeah, we had him. Yes.
Yeah. That's my manager. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. So yeah, he the one who told me about everything. So but before I just knew him as being a DJ and a promoter. And sometimes he would throw shows and I would be there just to attend. And then he found that I did music, and he found that I was in this group. And he's like, yeah, your group, y'all okay, but that big guy, I like him. He dope. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. And throughout the years, he would always kind of just keep an eye on me, kind of say what's up, reach out to me every now and again. And sometimes I would even he would do shows. He would host parties and host events. He'd ask me to open up, and I started doing that. You know what I'm saying? Start getting positive feedback, and slowly but surely, we started building a camaraderie, building a relationship, and then he started having these events about 3 years ago called the Indiana Mix and Mingle. So basically, he would get some DJs, he would get some producers, and he would get a bunch of artists, kind of have a music conference. You'll pay $50 or whatever to come to the event, and then you'll showcase your talent in front of the DJs and things of that nature. And then I was coming to every one of them. Everyone he would do them once a month. I was going to every one of them, tearing the place down. And so then he started this movement called he started this tour called the Small Town Big Dreams Tour. And so I was involved in that. So he started noticing, because he had mentioned that, he said, man, you real talented, but you got to work on your drive. You got to work on your, you got to grind more. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit that pavement more. You got to move around more. So everything he was doing, everything he was hosting, or every event he was doing, I was a part of. I was right there on the ticket. And he noticed that. And that's when he, approached me like, hey, man, won't you, I had the idea about, becoming my manager. And I was like, I'm game. And that was about 2 years ago. And we've been traveling the world, beating up the streets ever since. And I can definitely say, being behind him, he's definitely been providing opportunities for me to do more networking, me to build more relationships. I started going on a lot of the core DJ retreats that he would go. I would go with him, you know what I'm saying, paying my way, paying my dues, you know what I'm saying? But the opportunities were definitely worth everything I was getting involved in. And that's how I met homie Chill, at we was in Chicago at Jazz O. Was it his mixtape release party?
It's his EP release.
His EP release party, yeah. Just following behind the big man. Just he give me the ball, and I run as hard as I can. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much our relationship, and just been dropping singles, and just been trying to put in work. We just dropped a video at midnight for during the first day of Black History Month, called Enough Is Enough. We shot the video in Atlanta a few months ago, and it's a real political video. It's talking about a lot of things that's going on, the racial discrimination, the issues that happened with George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, the whole Black Lives Matter movement, what's been going on, how we've been getting treated, but it's getting swept under the rug, or getting distracted by other crap that's going on in the world, because they want to focus on that instead of focusing on the issues that we having. So it's definitely going to open up a lot of eyes, And then we just been going hard ever since. So we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going.
So tell us a little bit about where they could find that video and stuff like that,
You can find the video on YouTube. You can look up the producer, core DJ, Big Al 360. He was the producer of the track. So if you could, it's on his page. You can look up Big Al 360, and you'll find it. It's gonna say Big Al 360 presents Black Magic to the Dirt. Enough is enough. So you can look it on YouTube. It's also we been sharing it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You know what I mean? And we just been trying to work. I also got another single that we're pushing. It's called My Truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We've been pushing that on different DJs been pushing it, been sharing it, and My Truth is basically a single based on a true story about a little situation I was involved in when I was going to school in Chicago. You know, me and my cousin was walking home, and this rival gang was messing with us. They figured, you know, because we're not in the gang. You know, in Chicago it's different because like you can be just walking down the street, be innocent, and drama will approach you. And sometimes you have to figure out how you're gonna handle it. You know, you got to figure out, is it worth walking away from, or sometimes, you know, you can't walk away from everything. Sometimes you got to just put your 10 toes down to the pavement, clench your fist, and swing as hard as you can, and let them know you ain't going. And that's pretty much what we had to do, what we had to deal with. And the song, it actually tells the story in detail about what happened, and a lot of people gravitating towards it because it's a dope song. The way I swagged it out was dope, but it was also telling a story, which I feel like is missing in a lot of today's music, storytelling. You know what I mean? So I want to try to bring that, put that back into the mix of what's going on.
Speaking of that, tell me what's your opinion on the way music, by you being, how old are you, Black Magic?
I'm 35.
Yeah, I don't want to ask you for the millions of people how old you are, but you know, what is by big, you're like down there in the middle, like of the
I'm right.
old school and the
Yeah.
right and the new school.
Uh-huh.
So I want your opinion, okay? Your professional opinion as an artist on how do you think, what type of turn has the music of today taken with not only hip hop, but all music? You know, I
Uh-huh.
want your opinion on hip hop, of course,
Mm-hmm.
but you know, the R&B side of things, the rock and roll. I mean, everything in general. You know, what would your take on that be?
Well, I feel like music is a reflection of what's going on in the world, what's going on in society. A lot of the music didn't went off the deep end because the world didn't went off in the deep end. If you pay attention to what's going on in the world,
Mm.
music is the reflection of it. If you think about every generation, the music has always been parallel to what was going on in the world. So if people trying to figure out why the music's so crazy, look at the world. The world is crazy. You know what I mean? Look at what the kids is dealing with. Of course they're gonna rap about all the crazy stuff. Of course they're gonna and then also we also living in a society where the drug intake is so common now. Like it's so easy, it's almost popular for people, kids doing drugs, like popping pills, Xannies, and all this. So it's they're not they already not their mind is already being stimulated through the drugs. So it's like the music is just going to be a reflection of that. That's why a lot of people, they like, man, this weird music. Why it ain't, you know, like even in R&B, people ain't singing R&B like they used to. People ain't rapping like they used to. But like you got to pay attention to the world. Oh, the music is just the outlet to let you know what's going on in the world. You want to know what's going on in the world? Listen to the music. You know, like
Mm.
like even in the 90s, you know, when everything was going on, like the music was reflection. Like in the early 90s, when everybody was Afrocentric and everybody was, you know, like this, you know, and then you had your period in the 2000s where, you know, everything, you know, the trap music was going on and that was popular. And like every generation has its time. Now we just at that weird stage because there's so many weird things happening in the world. So many things are being glorified. So many things are being, things that used to be frowned upon are now popular now. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's homosexuality, whether it's interracial dating, whether it's all the things that used to be frowned upon is now popular. And now it's like the music is a reflection of it. You know what I'm saying? So like from an artist standpoint, I understand because it's like a music, like I say, music is just a reflection of the world and what's going on in it. So it's like the music is weird because the world is weird. So it's like all it's gonna do is just, you know, be parallel. That's why the kids are into it, you know. And as an artist, you gotta try to find that happy medium. Speaking for myself and myself only, you gotta find that happy medium as being true to yourself and being able to reach an audience that will listen. You gotta find it. So if you gotta do a little rap singing, because that's what the audience is listening to right now, then you might have to tap into that. But just be true to yourself. Like, for
Mm.
example, the song My Truth. I do some rap singing in it to get their attention, but I'm also bringing substance and truth to it so that now that the rap singing and got their attention, now I'm going to reel them in with the truth, with some substance, and pray that they latch on to it. So
Nice.
basically
The
how I think.
boss.
Yeah.
I know you probably got a couple of questions for Black Magic.
Okay. I'll bring it on. Okay.
You ready?
He's an open book.
Bring it on. You think in Canada we can't bring it on? We can.
Oh, I believe so. I can tell by the energy. I'm ready.
He's asking for it.
I wanted to ask you, how important is it for a DJ coalition to be behind what you do?
I think it's very important because the DJ is the centerpiece, is that center connection between the world and between the world and the artist. The DJ is that centerpiece.
Mm-hmm.
The DJ is the middleman. The DJ is the translator. So I think that's very important, even though sometimes it can be considered a lost art because of social media, because of the internet. People have this conception that they feel like they don't need the DJ. They can get on, just put a song on a website and let it blow up with views. Like, it's that simple. Well, if it was that simple, everybody would do it. But at the end of the day, when the smoke clears and the dust settles, I think it's important for the coalitions of the DJs. It's important to have that relationship between the DJ and the artist. That's very important. You'll never get me to fall for that okie doke and talk about no, it ain't important. No, all we gotta do is go on the internet. Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. The internet's so saturated right now, and there's so many bugs, and there's man, people DMs getting hit up through the internet trying to get them to get into your account. Man, there's so much crap in the internet right now. Not saying that it's all bad, but to feel like you can just rely on that to blow up and you don't need that interaction with the DJ, you know what I'm saying? See, like he was saying, I'm at that cuff. I'm right in the middle of the new generation and the old school. So I understand both sides, but at the end of the day, nah, man, I'm gonna always rock with the DJs, man.
Yeah, to say you don't need the DJ is ludicrous.
No, those words that never come out of my mouth. Nah, I'm always rock with the DJs, man, because I seen firsthand by traveling. I seen firsthand how important it is. You know what I'm saying? And you have your DJs that's a little cocky and feel like you finna kiss they but at the end of the day, nah, I ain't that. But I understand the importance of building a relationship because the DJs can touch outlets that even the internet can't touch, because ain't nothing. I don't care how many people you see on the internet, ain't nothing like that face-to-face outlet, that face-to-face, hand-to-hand, relationship that you can build. You know what I'm saying? Like, personal relationships can be built that internet can't build. And it's real. Like, on the internet, you think you're building a relationship, but you can be building a relationship with a bug. Something that's not even real. So, yeah, I'm going to always be a strong advocate for the relationship of the DJ and the artist.
All right.
So, got something else, boss?
No, I just said we gotta find out where his stuff is in social medias because time's running.
Oh, okay, no problem. You can look all my songs is available on all digital platforms. You just look up Black Magic to the Dirt. Black Magic is one word. To the Dirt is just spelled TUDDADIRT. You can also follow me on all social media outlets. It's the same thing, but it's gonna be Black Magic _ to the Dirt. And that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff.
Now, Black Magic, I have to do this, especially with you.
Okay.
I have a thing that I do where I ask a question. Mm-hmm. And it's a question that some artists love, a question that some artists hate.
Okay.
But it's still a question. However, I would like to know, what is the most craziest moment that you have ever had since you've been in this business, whether it be in the studio or on stage at an event, the most craziest thing that you've ever either been involved in or seen that made you say, wow?
I was performing one time, and
Remember, we're on TV, so PG, please.
got you, no problem. I was performing one time on stage, and this lady, somehow she climbed up on the stage because we were above, the stage was higher level, and she started dancing, and she did a split. And let's just say her jeans turned into a skirt.
Ooh, that's good.
And I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Well, maybe she should be doing them splits.
So what did she do after that happened? You know, I'm gonna dig.
Did not. What's funny was that she was the only one that kept parading around as if her pants didn't turn into a skirt, and all of her goodies wasn't revealed. She act like that didn't happen.
Wow.
I'm like, and now imagine being on stage, and she was a girthy woman to put it in that term. I was amazed that she did. Huh?
What's that mean?
She was on the thick side.
Oh.
So when she did the split, full figure. There you go.
Okay.
She did the split, and the split, she hit the ground. She hit the stage so hard that when it said, and then she.
I can't hear you. Can't hear you. You went
okay,
out.
hold on. I was getting a phone call.
We can hear you now.
Yeah, my bad. I was getting a phone call in the middle. But she did this after she did the split. She laid on her back and her legs was in the air, and let's just say
towards the crowd.
Yeah, and there were no undergarments being worn.
So ridiculous.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, I had to focus.
The show must go on.
The show must go on. I'm like, what? I think we was in Atlanta. I don't remember where I was at, but yeah, I was like, wow. And she I was okay. All right, right on.
Yeah. It was a mouthful or a faceful.
You are crazy.
I plead the fifth.
Well, for him, that was a real faceful.
Oh my God. It was just like, whoa. And man, that freedom ring was an understatement.
Freedom rung, for real.
Yeah.
So Black Magic, just tell everybody once again before we let you go here, your social medias, where they can find you, you know, and what's to expect in the future, the name of the single, where they can go get it.
Okay, cool. Well, the name of the single we got out is My Truth. And you can find it on all social media, all digital streaming platforms. You know, whether it's iTunes, Spotify, it's everywhere, you know. And I have another single, Zero Tolerance, the one you're familiar with, the fast rapping. That's also available on all digital platforms. It's digital streaming platforms. And again, you can find me on all social media outlets. It's Black Magic _ to the dirt. TUDDADIRT. Black Magic is one word. And we just shot a video this past weekend with the song by core DJ King Rob featuring myself and my buddy out of South Bend, Indiana named Benji Hardaway called Bad Energy. That song is also available on all digital streaming platforms. We just shot the video. It'll be done with editing in about a week or two. And we just released a video on the first at midnight yesterday for Black History Month called Enough Is Enough, and that was produced by Core DJ Big Al 360. And you can find that on YouTube. Just look up Big Al 360, and then you'll see Enough Is Enough, and that one's definitely resonating with what's going on right now in the world. And the video for My Truth will be coming out. We're shooting that sometime next month, around the end of February, going into March. We want to try to wait till around springtime so we can get some decent weather. You know what I'm saying? So we're just gonna keep working. We're gonna keep kicking down the door down and wait for that prize to come at the end, and then keep working some more.
Well, hey, I am extremely excited. You know, I did see the video. I love it. I wanted to play it on here, but there are some things that we can't, necessarily show. But
Understandable.
people can go and check it out on his YouTube. Check out the single, the links. They're on all the social media platforms.
Yes, sir.
Things of that nature. Hey, I am just so excited for you.
Thank you.
And I think that everything is going to go well. So, do you have any last words, any shout outs, anything that you want to send out there to the people?
I just want to give a good shout out to Core DJ King Rob, man. He really working hard to try to take my music to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, he do it all. He's a DJ, promoter, manager. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. I want to give a shout out to him. You know what I mean? Just give a shout out to all the people that's been supporting, whether it's from Indiana, whether it's from Chicago, whether it's all over. I've been getting support everywhere. Shout out to the core DJs for supporting. Shout out to any other DJ coalition that's been supporting. Man, shout out to you guys for even having me on this platform, for the opportunity. And I'm just looking forward for the future, man. I'm ready to work.
All right. Well, I am excited. Hey, brother, we're gonna have you back on, later on down the line and so you can brag about how many millions of streams you got or something.
Oh yeah. Hey, and I'm ready. If you got a spot for me on TV, I'm down. I'm ready.
Okay, all right. Well, Black Magic, you have officially been talked out. All right, my brother. Hey, the pleasure is mine. And hey, we look forward to checking out the video, and we look forward to your success.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot. Hey, peace and love to both of you guys.
Hey, brother, it's our pleasure. Salute to you, my brother.
You guys have a blessed day.
You too. Hey. All right, Mr. Boss. I take it now during this time they're going to be doing the commercials and stuff. Well, one of the points.
Yeah, well, your timing is 31 something, and that you got to be 20. You got to be like between 24 minutes.
Well, I figured that.
Or you do the other one shorter.
I figured that since it was just me and you today, that I was going to end it out, say at about 43 minutes or so, to give them time to put in the right amount of time for the commercials. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just extending the interview just a couple of minutes longer so that, because it's just us two. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if it's us two, yeah, but they still have a time frame because he called me. He called me back, right? So
yeah.
Most definitely. They'll get a piece cut out of it.
Boss, you're crazy. You are crazy.
They had to do it to one of mine.
Oh yeah, they did it to one. Cut it.
And I had to do one to yours because I had to send in. I sent in to you today. Alex Taxton and somebody else. I think Core DJ. I think that was one of them. But anyway, I sent it out, and I think DJ Butterrock and them played yesterday.
Okay.
So yeah, input. And then I think today is Beauty and Jazzo.
Okay.
So I guess they'll just cut it because it has to go within the hour, and they have to have the commercials run in there, right?
Well,
So
I'm gonna go ahead here
you
and
gotta find
come
your
back
thing.
on. We're gonna come back
No,
on.
we're not.
Uh, yeah, we gotta come back on. We
Yes,
got
we must have a continuous link, but
we gotta we gotta
you
come back on so we get to like at least
know how to
40.
cut that part out. This part
Yeah,
out.
we're gonna cut this part out that we're talking.
But you got to tell me how to do it too, because I'm going to be doing that, and I guess I got to bring you guys in. What the
Well,
hell
the
is?
thing about it is that that's why I was doing when I was doing before, when I was like, we're gonna take a break, blah blah blah. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but see, when you do it like that, it breaks the flow of the interview. So it's better that they
But see, the thing about it is, in order for them to fit in all of the commercials, they would have to give the commercials in the middle of the interviews.
Yeah, but that's okay, because then at least our flow didn't cut. But this is my switcher.
Okay. Okay.
So I have to. This was supposed to stream. I had to go but get 2 more cords. But anyways, what time
Okay.
is that one at? Just in a minute.
No, the other interview isn't until 4 o'clock.
Okay, so it's
So,
5 o'clock our time. So
huh?
it's 5. So in 10
Yep,
minutes,
it'll be 5 your time. So, but I need to
I'm
come
gonna
back
try one.
in. I need to come back in real quick and do a couple of minutes of talking and then go to the outro. So,
Oh, so what do you mean? We're talking about what?
just general conversation. We're gonna talk about why despair is not here.
No,
We're gonna
I'm
talk.
gonna talk about why this guy's not here.
I know, man. I know. I
Not
know.
here.
Just general
Maybe did he
conversation.
text you or anything or no?
No, no, no. But
Okay,
we need to go in though real quick,
okay then.
the
All
boss.
right, all right.
So all right, so here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hey, and we're back with Talk It Out with
Uh-huh.
myself and Miss DeBoss, the
Right.
queen of TV
Yeah,
herself.
thank you, thank you. We're speaking it out. It's a
There you go. There you go.
it's
And
appreciation.
we just wanted to, come back and let all of our supporters and all of our fans out there and viewers know that we really, really appreciate all of your support.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate all of the letters, everything that that we've been receiving. It's been such a big inspiration to us to keep this going. You know, briefly though, I did want to touch a little bit before I let you go here,
Mm-hmm.
just a little bit on the importance of our shows. You know, with Real Life Matters,
Mm-hmm.
which is hosted by the boss,
Yeah.
and Talk It Out. These are things that are made to really help the people with no voice,
Right.
to really bring out those that may not have the opportunity to express themselves, their talents, their services, so that you, as the people, as the masses, can know about them and really can, shop with them or extend your, way in whichever you do. The boss, real
Yeah.
life matters. I know that you do a lot of stuff with that as well.
Yeah, real life matters. I focus on company. If you're a company, a brand, an artist, and like what happens is a lot of people. What I believe in is that everybody should be able to afford media and have exposure. So what I believe in is that a lot of companies people tend to do business with when they know who that person is. Otherwise, sometimes they don't know who you are and what you do, and they don't even know you, so you get skipped over. So you could be making a whole bunch of money, but then you're missed on that. Or people sometimes don't even know what your business does. So that's the other thing that we do here. Talk it out. It's the same thing. Some people know of people, some people don't know of you. So this is what we're providing here, and on an international basis, because a lot of people don't know certain people, a lot of people from the US live in the Caribbean, a lot of people from Canada live in the Caribbean, a lot of people from there, vice versa. So we're just opening up the market so that people can purchase, buy, listen, tune into us, because these people have a lot of things to say, and they also have a good story. So our Real Life Matters is about telling your story, and in the way so people know like where you came from. What made you in your gut get up and say, I'm going to start this business? Like, we're in media today. I believe that everybody should be able to afford media and get out there and expose them. Not everybody can do what me and Chill do. And, this is something that people have to understand. This is not, you just don't wake up tomorrow. It's been a long journey.
Yeah. It really is.
It's been a journey, just for us talking to people and interviewing may look easy, but it's not. We have to really study them. When we come off there, we're just like,
right, the things that we deal with in the the background, which you guys don't see.
No, they don't see. People don't see the back end of it. There's some people I've never talked on TV before. They don't know how to. Some people don't even remember their own name, and this is what I stress to people: and practice your name, practice who you are. It's different when you're on TV, but a lot of people don't understand that. When they come on, they say some name that's not even their name. And sometimes they get stage fright and they just start going on and on and on and talking about things. The camera drops, all kinds of stuff. They don't even know what's happening, or their phone's on mute, which we've experienced a lot too.
Yeah, right.
Man. That we haven't experienced. Or if you change a network and you got to remember the name of the network, or you change something and they be like, oh, I'm not working with them. How do we talk to them? Why did I even mention them?
Oh man, wow, but hey.
But anyways. Oh.
Yeah. But I just I want to let you know, the boss, I appreciate you and everything that you do, and to all of the other hosts and co-hosts of their TV shows, abroad. This is, as the boss said, not easy. And we're just trying to provide something that you see that void and you just want to fill it. We
want to have entertainment and edutainment.
Exactly.
This is what we do. And
exactly.
And it's not easy to bring that every day, and we got to bring people every day to make sure. And a lot of people have to understand that, and make sure that someone's not boring, like they're like, oh.
Right. Like, oh. So.
Or they don't know what to say, or they're spinning their chair around and all kinds of stuff. Come on now, or they're not even looking at the camera, or they're not even, so you have to, what we do on a daily basis. And this is a lifestyle for children, it's a lifestyle this is what we do every day to bring the best to you guys.
Bring the best. So, with that being said,
right.
Hey, we want to thank everyone for tuning in. And don't forget that, hey, tune in tomorrow.
And you better follow me on Instagram, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, check us out on Instagram at Talk It Out TV Show. Make sure you follow us at Talk It Out TV Show. And don't forget to follow the boss. Where the boss?
Okay, you can follow me on Instagram, dboss_1, or Real Life Matters dboss. You just can pull me up, Sweet the Boss, not sweet like sugar, but sweet, SUITE, dboss, and you'll see all the latest updates and all the, and then you can go to my website, of course, is dboss networks, and you'll see a lot of stuff there.
There you go, and you have it. So once again, stay tuned tomorrow. Make sure you tune in for another exciting episode of Talk It Out. Please.
Whatever that's